So welcome everyone, and I welcome you for this online webinar on the introduction of Power BI and Power Automate. So get ready to unlock the get full potential of your data and processes with the help of Power BI and Power Automate. The dynamic duo that will revolutionize the way you work. Let's dive into the world of insights and automation like never before. Before we proceed, let me just tell you the purpose of this introductory session is to provide all of you with a preview of the capability of the Power BI and Power Automate. In the later stage, my colleague here, Mr. Mohammad Hassan, will take us through the power of the power automation as well as the generative AI. So before we proceed, let me just talk about who we are. Myself is CA Sanjay Gagarani. I'm a partner with Premium Brains Global, which is a leading audit and accounting advisory firm. And I mentioned that we have our technology partner from iWorks Technology from India. They are having more than 70 years of experience in IT consulting and software development project. And together we brings for our clients all kind of their requirement on the front of the digital transformation. And currently what we do, we provide the services from document centric to process centric and from manual centric to the automate and robotic processes. Currently, we are undertaking their various projects across the Middle East, USA, and India under generative AIs. Just about myself, this is my, as I mentioned, I'm a partner with Premium Brains. I'm the one who is driving the technology practice here in UAE and across the Middle East. I comes with the industry background of 25 plus years of experience, various vertical domain in India. Before I came to the UAE, I was working in India and Maldives. I have the exposure to various different industry, talks about the manufacturing, oil and gas, hospitality sectors, shipping, offshore supply vessel, and so on. With me, my colleague, Mr. Mohammad Hassan, he's also fellow chartered accountant, more than 15 years of experience in business process automation. He has been a speaker of various workshops in the national and international forum. He has extensive knowledge on the IT automation project for various companies in India and abroad. So let me just talk about why the Microsoft has introduced the Power BI. So the way what happening in nowadays is the digital explosion. The amount of data is being generated across the worldwide, wherein now there was a need was felt to have a powerful tools which can handle such amount of the vast data and give the insight to the businessman to get the further analytical done so that they can take a better and informed decision. If you see in the chart that in 2010 we were talking about a data size available was only around 2 zettabytes. Now it is going to like there is estimate that data will go to around 2000 plus zettabyte by 2035. So give you the just in generic term, what is the zettabyte and terabyte? So 1 zettabyte is equal to 1 billion terabyte. And to just give you the what is 1 billion 1 terabyte. So we all aware of the GB. So 1024 GB is equal to 1 terabyte. I think with this, you can imagine the amount of data is being getting generated. See, so one of the reasons for the data exploration happening and it's continuing to grow. Now, the amount of the complexity of the data is being getting is generated by the various industry. If I talk about the industry, let's say about the retail industry. In retail industry, the growth of e-commerce business like Amazon and Noon and other online channel and platform, and there are a lot of point of sale system. They lead to the massive data collection. Like retailers now can leverage the Power BI to analyze this data. Let's say again inside the customer behavior, and accordingly they can optimize the inventory management. In terms of the telecommunication companies also gather a lot of data around network quality, consumer usage, what time they're using them, making the kind of a call, what is the data usage, service quality. Based on this data analysis, they can maximize their network utilization, reduce down and enhance the customer experience. Yeah, that's the critical nowadays. You see, there are a lot of data is available in the it's surrounded by us, but we need to have the real-time data analysis and insight to take the informed decision. Uh, if I give you the real life scenario for let's say the construction project, now the your project manager need immediate or sometime data on a day-to-day basis to understand how his her project is progressing. But Power here in the Power BI can be helpful, wherein the Power BI as a tool can be linked to the given database and the real-time basis required and customized report can be generated to take an informed and a valuable decision. Interactive data visualization, I will take you through what is we are talking about the interactive data visualization, which was not available in Excel for version of it. But now with the use of Power BI, we can have an interactive data visualization. To just give you the more gist of it, if you're seeing on this screen, where I mentioned that in 2035, total data explosion is expected to around 2,142 zettabyte. If you want to know out of this 2142 zettabyte, what kind of data is going to be generated, is which kind of industry it would be available. So with the help of Power BI, what we can do is with a click of the button on this graph, we can all kind of data drill down, we can do it. I will show you one of the example which I kept it for the later stage for my presentation. The next advantage of using the Power BI is the role-based access control. We all have been like using the Excel file, and the same Excel file have been like used by various functional or various department. But Power BI is a such tool where you can design a report and give the access in such a way where the one report can be customized for a person depending on his or her hierarchy. So that is the one of the given advantage for is there in Power BI. Yes, mobile accessibility now, the all the application we normally nowadays, the, the day we are passing by the use of a mobile is like we are digital life, the use of mobile is more we are like kind of moving towards the application base. So Power BI also comes with the Power app, wherein we can use the our report, we can open the proper report through the app of mobile app, which is not possible currently with in our Excel working file or even a PDI file. They don't give such kind of useful or interactive report. So with the Power App, you can have a very beautiful design report wherein the one can go inside the data as well as comment it and share with his colleague. So there are a lot of challenges I mentioned why the Power BI came. So this is just a small video where before we move to just a 20-second video. So the Power BI is basically is the software given by the Microsoft Office. It's a combination of the three different, I would call services. One is the Power BI on in desktop version, which comes with the free of cost provided by Microsoft. But if we have the Microsoft license, the Power BI software is given. The desktop version already given to all of us. It is available free of cost to use it. But if you want to have like kind of a online version of a app for publishing your report or sharing your report with your colleagues, you need to have a subscription, and there are various subscription plans available. And then Power BI also come with the application. You will have mobile app to use for your sharing a report, seeing a report, and discussing a report with a colleague. So the benefit of the Power BI is, as I mentioned, the visualize and analyze of data. See the traditional Excel file, I'm sure all of us would have faced some point in time that the movement of file size get bigger and bigger, like 2, 3 GB or 5 GB and 10 GB. It's very difficult to manage those files, and many times the file gets corrupted or it gets hanged, and very difficult to open, close, and save our required work. But here comes the Power BI. It's not only capable of handling the large amount of data, but with the just click of the button, you can visualize, you can analyze the data at a different level. I will give you the example how it can be done at later stage. Now connect your data to, okay, that's the bigger advantage for the Power BI. Power BI, I would say the software solution which does not depending on the one source kind of a source data. Power BI gives you the option to around 50 plus different connectors, irrespective of use of the ERP, other we are using the Oracle, SAP, Tele, Odoo, Joho, whatever kind of the ERP system we are using it, even the online platform, we can directly connect the Power BI software with this data source, and we can extract the data, analyze it, and produce the meaningful report. The get 360-degree view, what we're trying to say here is that with the help of Power BI, nowadays, what we can do is we need not to depending on the one kind of the financial report. Financial report is the only one area of the for MIS. Nowadays, the management, the senior management, they need to review the entire business cycle, what is happening. They need to understand about their sales order book. They also would like to understand there what is happening in the human resources, their logistic, purchase. So all kind of the different data analytics is possible with the help of automation. It can be make a seamless process so that a proper dashboard can be customized for the requirement of the management. As I mentioned, the Power BI is also we can share the report with everyone or anyone wherever we want, depending on their hierarchy. We can save the data, we can share with them, and according to the role and profile, we can share that. The get real-time data analysis, yes, we discussed earlier, that's one of the biggest advantage. We need not to wait for the month end for closing the books. The moment we can just link our Power BI tools with the given ERP data, it can fetch the data, analyze it, and produce a meaningful report on a real-time basis. For that, there is no manual intervention is required. Like we are all, most of them are the finance professional. We have been like you are like spending around 7 to 10 working days every month for monthly reporting, closing, and MIS preparation. For that, it can be automated. It can be made in such a way that the back end like system can run the moment a month is closed, your MIS is ready very next day or very same day as well. So that's now the challenges we had, but solution is Power BI. It can be like even a fast and accurate decision making. With the help of Power BI, you can produce a meaningful report. Now, various companies now what happening is they have different software being used for different businesses or different kind of a business domain. So here again, the Power BI can get extract the data, compile it, and come out with a one meaningful consolidated report. That's one of the biggest advantage we can see for the use of the Power BI. We also in the finance professional, what we have seen is a different kind of the version, a different kind of the reports. I would say the example, let's say the human resource reports, where what happening is there is no control on the final number sometimes, any kind of the numbers. So with the Power BI, with the help of Power BI, one kind of the data source, data set is one is finalized. It can be shared by the across the group. So there is no anomalies within the group. So one set of the data set sent can be shared with across the group. So there is no mismatch in the what are the number reported by either the finance department or human resource department. So that can be achieved with the use of Power BI. We discussed why we need business need Power BI like customized views and the dashboard. Uh, we already discussed that depending on the role and profile, we can prepare a different reports and dashboard. Let me just to summarize what is the difference between the report and the dashboard. Take an example with a company CEO, he would prefer to need all the entire spectrum of the business. He would need to have the brief information, not only about the financial. He also would like to need, or he or she would like to need the information about what is happening in the procurement department, and logistic, and the human resources, the business development. So dashboard is a combination of the key report output of the various segments. So that's how the dashboard can be customized. And just make a note of it. This is not a like month-on-month exercise. It is one-time exercise. The once the design is done, so every department can prepare their own different report. Again, that is again automated process, and based on the CFO requirement, it can be customized. It is so smooth. I won't say that it is going to take like a months or weeks time. Just within a few days time, it can be achieved. Data connector, I think we discussed that now this is one of the best features of Power BI. We can extend the data with different kind of the ERP software solution, Not only ERP, there are other channels like Excel, PDF. We talk about any kind of the ERP, SAP, Oracle, SQL. Uh, Nowadays, the social media, we can access the information from the website. We can access the information, analyze it. The Power BI is the one power tool, full tool, which enables and provides us the option to gather and extend the information for various different sources. It's not restricted to with only Excel file. I will just touch base a little bit about the Power BI architecture. As I mentioned earlier, this is the kind of three different model. One is the Power BI desktop version, which comes with the Microsoft Office license, which is free of cost to which everyone can use it, whoever got the license from the Microsoft. Then we do have Power BI online application, which is I think free for 1 month. Later on, if you want to use extensively, you can go for the user license or depending on the organization license, depending on the requirement of the company and the mobile app. So these three all work together and we can use it as a whole, as a package for meeting our business requirement. Now, let me take you through the practical thing that will be, I think, more interesting and more engaging. Now, I will take you through the Power BI app version to just to reflect what is the use of Power BI here. Now, I hope you can see the chart here, which is the we can call it a kind of a donut chart or pie chart, we can call it, which reflect the human resource cost across the world. Where my data is given, the Australia is around 23.59% is my total payroll cost. In percentage term, in terms of the value, it is 11. Total cost is around 11 million. So now, if you want to understand what is the comprise of the 23.59%, so I will just give you the click here the button. So I would know, okay, from the Australia division, I'm getting this my payroll cost around this much amount, for $2.6 million, and out of which department is spending here. It gives me marketing around 27.68%, sales around 31.35%. I can further, if you want to drill it down, I can just drill it down and I will know, okay, based on my analysis of data, senior sales account around 86% of my payroll cost. So this is one of the, I would say, is I think on just cake only. There are various such other options are available with the help of Power BI. You can have an interactive visuals. In Excel, I think there are not like kind of such advanced features are available, but this is only one-time exercise. Once data set is set, so every month it can be refreshed and we can do the analysis. Let me show you one more dashboard and report here. This is talking about the revenue and margin analysis of a company, wherein we have fetched the data for around for an entire year for a company. Here you can see the operational revenue for the entire year around 9.6, and there is a gross margin around $4 million. This company is engaged in around 5 different major suppliers, and there are 3 different sales channels. One is the retail, another is wholesale, and third is the online. Once this report is ready, but I would like to produce let's say the report only for the one particular business supply. Let's say I just click on the 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐯𝐢𝐳 drinks. So if I click here, so the entire chart, the graph will change automatically. So what I'm trying to say, we need not to prepare the graph and chart design specifically for 𝐃𝐫 division. What we can do is with the help of Power BI, we can give, let's say that there is a different general manager or head of the business for 𝐃𝐫 drink. We can customize the design such a way so he or she will have access only for his 𝐃𝐫 drinks. So this is one-time exercise. Let's say if I want to have the analysis for the wholesale business. So wholesale business talk about the 3 million, but this is the entire chart will get changed. What is the revenue of gross margin percentage and what kind of the suppliers we have it. And again, if you want to further drill it down, we can drill it down to, okay, the total whether wheels, they have the wheat floor, ease floor, a different kind of the parameters, which is already available on the click of the button. So designing of this entire report is a one-time exercise. Later on the back end, it can be linked to any kind of database, either it's Excel file or your Oracle or SAP, any other financial ERP software. It can be linked, or any other data source can be linked. So automatically with the click of the button, it can be refreshed later on. Let me take you through the one of the interesting feature. This again, the financial simulator has been prepared just for the demo purpose. Here, what we're talking about is, let's say if my revenue goes up, quantity in terms and the pricing terms, what will impact on my financial terms? Sometimes, many times, what happens is the CFOs or the group CEO wants to understand to do various scenario analysis. So that can be also achieved with the help of the Power BI, where we can present it properly. If I increase my quantity, so what is my implication on the revenue, the costing, and net income? So ultimately, aim here is to produce the meaningful report to your board, senior management. Just click on the button with the minimal impact. It's a one-time exercise. If it is automatically properly planned in such a way, so it is not required to everyone. We need to repeat the efforts. That's the bottom line for using the Power BI. Okay, now I think I've not shown you the margin again. It just I mentioned to you that this data is for the entire year. But if you would like to have data only for the, let's say, the January and the February again, so what will happen is it will just change the entire graph for those 2 months. So, so that's the flexibility of interactive visual we are talking about. And just believe me, these are the just very, very basic. I'm just showing it here. There are much more advanced versions available in the given the Power BI, which can be customized depending on the your business or depending on the requirement of the various stakeholders. So now currently you can see this data is only particularly related to 2 months. Again, if you want to further drill it down and that you don't want to see wholesale business, you would like to see only the retail business, it can be again click the retail business. For January, February, only the retail business data will be reflected on the chart here. Now, various times what happens is the question comes, what about the data cleaning? So we do have the Power Query Auditor also, which can be helpful for the cleaning the data. So before this is the Power BI app version, which I mentioned, that is the ultimate what we can do it, we can get it with the if you get subscription, you can get it here. Okay, let me just show you that there are option to transfer this files, this report to your PowerPoint and PDF as well. And that PowerPoint can be linked to online here. So the point here is we need not to like kind of renew or refresh. We need to just need to refresh it. We need not to prepare the presentation every month. Once it is linked, so automatically the moment data is refreshed, so our PowerPoint presentation also get automatically like it will data will change there itself. So it can this all can be linked from data set to the Power BI and Power BI to our PowerPoint presentation as well. Okay, I think that's it for Power BI for me. I think that's what the purpose of this call and this webinar was to just give you the just high level understanding of the Power BI and to give you the just glimpse of the what are the capabilities of the Power BI. I'm sure that it will ignite the kind of curiosity among the participants how and best they can use it. And this is not just purely for the MIS purpose. It can be used for the audit. It can be used for the analysis, for MIS, automation, and many kind of the data analytics. It can be performed. With this, I think I will take a pause and I will request my colleague Mohammad Hassan to start on the power automation.
Thank you, Sanjay. So myself, Mohammad Hassan, and I would like to take you through the transformation through automation. And for this automation, we would be covering the Power Automate. So we may be familiar with all these kind of situations, as I assume that most of us, be it from technology background, finance background, or from any of the background, we have to meet certain deadlines, certain due dates. And for those due dates, we have to succumb pressure. We at times we feel like, okay, where to go? Time is running out. And I have a lot of work that I need to perform. I feel like bang my head, throw all the documents because I'm unable to perform what I expect myself to perform. And all these things happen. I hope this should not happen with us. For this, we have automation. But why does it happen? It happens due to heavy documentation, time consuming workflows. Documents that we have are mostly inconsistent file structure. They are stored at the various places, scattered all over. we rely on emails for communication, then and for other various information sharing. There are too many physical documents and the manual processes. Information and documents are scattered across the offices, across various fields. That makes us very difficult, our task very cumbersome. So for that, we uh, we request all of you to introduce automation. It's a technology that can enable or automate your processes. It includes innovation, it has digitization, and it is something that you can rely on. It is reliable. It leads to your productivity and it improves your way of working. So automating the workflows for improved collaboration, starting with the digitization of the physical documents, then automating the workflow approvals, notification, and escalations. We can use the corporate internet, multiple department sites, making the physical approvals, manual approvals turning into online approvals. We will try to showcase each of these things in the later stages. For physical forms, we can replace it with the digital forms to capture the data easily, swiftly sharing the information and the documents, and collaborating with the different employees and the department. All these things contribute to automation and lead us to better efficiency. Now, the thing is, automation is quite a wide term. It is being used a lot in day out. So what automation is? There could be different type of automation. It could be the robotic process automation. It could be the business process automation, cognitive automation, under which we can classify like chatbots or the imaging solutions. For chatbots, we have a new kind of chatbots like conversational AI based on the generative AI. So we may be familiar with the likes of Google Bard or the Chat GPT. So this part has already been discussed by Mr. Sanjay that Microsoft platform is quite a very inclusive platform that offers a different frameworks. For process automation, we have Power Automate. For Power BI, we have Power BI for business analytics. Likewise, we have the Power Apps for the app development, Intelligent Virtual Agent for the uh, bot and other things. And for hosting the external facing websites, we have the Power Pages. So coming to automation, Power Automate allows the user to create automated workflows between the various application and the services. It is designed to help the user automate the routine and repetitive tasks, save time and effort. So we have the cloud and the desktop version. They are well designed and promising tool for the industry that it needs. It connects the different system application data sources, such as Microsoft 365, SharePoint, Dynamics, Power Apps, OneDrive, or anything. Power Automate provides hundreds of pre-built templates, connectors, which make our life even easier. So even if we do not have the technical skills, we do not need not to have the programming knowledge or anything. We can design and develop the automated workflows easily using the Power Automate. So here are the following attributes. 100 of triggers. It has data connectivity, seamless integration, custom connectors, thousands of actions, share flow like documents, extensibility model, and low code platform. So what we have to do, either we have to sign up if we already have the Microsoft online login ID, then we can simply go to powerautomate.microsoft.com and sign up, or else we can sign in. It is as simple as we sign in the Google or any of the social media. So just jumping to the tour of Microsoft Power Automate. So here it is how it looks like. So it comes with this kind of a web page that enables you to create workflows. It has a lot of templates we can learn. We have whatever flows that I have designed, developed will come under my flows. Then any flow, anything that has come for my approvals will come under approvals. Likewise, it has other options as well. Sorry. So under the cloud flow, there could be three types of flows. One is the instant flow. They uh, they get triggered on an instantly on the happening of something like customer onboarding and the KYC check. If there is a process going on for related to customer onboarding as or the KYC checks, it will instantly flow on a click of a button. Then there are scheduled flows that get scheduled at a specific date and time. For example, SIPs or EMI payment. So these kind of SMS that we used to generally receive are scheduled at a particular time, at a particular date. So at that time, at that date, it gets scheduled. Likewise, the automated workflows. For example, as soon as a journal entry get passed by a person, it so it is an event. At the happening of this event, it will pass it on to the concerned person for the approval. So let's try to understand how it works. We may take up an example that in our day-to-day life, we all what challenge that we all face is whenever we came to office, we see that our email is loaded up with the n number of emails with different attachments, different things. So we used to generally spend time over it. For example, if we considered example of from the financial background, then there could be bank statement, credit card statement, purchase orders, purchase invoices, tax certificates, so on and so forth. So these kind of we can identify using different attributes. For example, we have highlighted email in the first one, that is HDFC security. If any email comes up from the HDFC security that has an attachment that will be saved in a designated folder. Likewise, if there any email comes that comes with an attachment and that has any ticket, any railway ticket, air ticket, then it will automatically get saved into my traveling folder. So these kind of things can be automated simply using Power Automate. So what we have to identify the right attributes. So likewise, if any email comes that has an attachment, it will get saved automatically into the respective folder. Later on, we will also see how this can be done. So this is the another example that we can take up, and it is the invoices from the Excel file, emailing the invoices to the customer and the clients. And we all understand that uh, at least the people who are from the accounts or the finance background that can understand uh, the pressure an accountant face when he has to issue hundreds of invoices. He or she receives thousands of invoices. So that's a challenge he or she faces while working in a manual mode or in a hybrid mode. So these, even if we are using any kind of a software tools, be it Excel, be it CRM or any accounting software or a SAP or ERP, then also not since not all the processes are automated, the challenge will still remains. Whenever there would be any human dependency or uh, a manual process, these kind of things used to occur. So what we can simply do is through a CRM, we can take up the sales detail, like we can take up the merchant name, item sold, item prices, due date, etc. All the relevant data can be fetched. Then we can automatically prepare an invoice, and those invoices once get prepared will be sent to the concerned person for their approval. One that person approves that invoice, that will be ultimately automatically emailed in a personalized fashion to the respective customer or the client to whom it is designated. So what we have to do? So assuming that we all know how to log in our Power Automate. So once we can log in our Power Automate, we have to create a workflow. And for that, we have to identify the various connectors. Connectors are the intermediary that enables me to connect the various application. So assuming we are following a method wherein I have an Excel sheet where I have jotted down the various details, whatever services I have rendered throughout the day or throughout a given period of time. And that has been maintained in an Excel sheet. So I need the connectivity to access that data using that Excel. So one is Excel connector. Then I have to shoot the email. So I need the connector for Office 365 Outlook. I need to save those invoices, those PDF invoices at some place. So I need that access, be it the SharePoint, Google Drive, OneDrive, so that drive permission. Likewise, I have to build up a format. That format could be in the Word file, it could be in the Excel file or any other. So that for that purpose, I need the connector for that file. So these are the connectors that I am assuming that can be used. So once I get connected, it will show a green tick that it has established the right connectivity. So here we have a small video to showcase how these kind of workflows work.
Sessions learnings. You may have to send invoices to a large number of clients, making it difficult to keep track of invoices and due dates. So, why not automate your time-consuming manual process of creating and sending invoices to the end number of clients? This is where creating an automation workflow comes into the picture. Creating a flow that runs through your client's index database, extracts the data, creates the invoice for each client automatically, and saves the PDF to a specific dated folder. This is not it. Sending invoices manually is prone to error. However, you automate emailing invoice documents to each of your clients with the ease of your customer database. This workflow allows us to send a drafted invoice PDF to multiple clients with just a click. See how it doesn't only create customized invoices, but also eliminates the errors while drafting manual invoices.
वीडियो की वॉइस आ रही है ना?
And this is how emails fly to the customer's inboxes along with the reminder of the due date and outstanding amount in the mail body as well. See how it doesn't only create customized invoices, but also eliminates the errors while drafting manual invoices. Here you see, the invoice has been shared with the respective customer in a PDF format. But how does it work for a business with more than 500 invoices a day? It's difficult for him to follow up with the headers. Every 15 days we repeat the payment. This actually leads the creditor to huge losses. Cause annual payment reminders are time-consuming and lack payment tracking. However, this issue can be resolved with automation. Automated payment reminders can be sent at regular intervals, let's say every 15 days, 30 days, 60 to 90 days, via email or SMS, reducing the manual effort required to keep track of due payments. Right with your larger amount of outstanding payments database, a customized email or SMS is sent to the client notifying and reminding them to process the payment. And this is all done in a fraction of the time, making payment management more accurate, efficient, and organized, freeing up the resources to focus on other critical tasks. This is the preview of the email reminders and other client with all the relevant details description. Sending invoices and payment reminders are indeed important. But from an organization's point of view, Keeping a track of receivables analytical reports is most vital. And generating a receivables analytical report manually can be a time-consuming process that requires attention to detail and a good understanding of financial data. This can be automated, and as a result, Power Automate helps generate receivables analytical reports by streamlining the data collection and processing process, quickly and accurately gather data from various sources, such as accounting systems and invoicing databases, and using algorithms to process this data into meaningful insights. This is how it looks. This reduces the need for manual data entry and analysis, saving time and reducing the risk of human error. Additionally, automated systems can produce reports on a regular basis and share them with management in real time, providing them with up-to-date information to inform decision-making, which helps the management to track the performance of the company's accounts receivable, identify and make informed decisions to improve cash flow and financial health. It is always easy for the management to get a bird's-eye view of the receivables from their respective debtors, depicting the correct percentage of payments cleared on time, as well as reflecting concern areas like delayed and default payments. This was a complete guide to end-to-end sales invoice and debtors management automation. Sending periodical reminders via email or SMS to, generating and emailing invoices from the database, and creating a graphical representation of the receivables analytics report. In fact, here are a few more use cases to leverage automation in your work journey.
So with this video, I hope we would be able to understand how automation can help. We have tried to showcase that we can automate starting from the process that how we can automate designing and drafting the invoices, sending the automated emails to the designated customers. Then once the invoices has been sent to the customer, it will track if the payment has been received or not. If the payment has not been received, then we can send reminders. Those reminders can be sent on automated basis the way we would like to, on the basis of our company policy, be it 15-day reminder, 30 days reminder, 45 days reminder as per the credit policy. So after that, once a credit cycle period overs after a month or a quarterly review, you can even generate an automated report to showcase this is the sales for a given period, out of which you have received this much of amount from your debtors, and this is pending from the debtors, and likewise, which are the considered as doubtful debts or the bad debts. So these kind of MIS reports can also be generated using the automation. So coming to the next important thing that we all faces is the MIS. So we understand why whenever any urgent decision has to be taken by the board management, or we have any periodical review. So at that time, we get worried how to come up with a intuitive, interactive, and a very insightful MIS. We have a lot of data that we have to correlate with. We get tired. We have a very short span of time. But the thing is, we have to come up with results. We have to come up with certain kind of a document that can be presented to the board, customer, government organization, or it could be to any other stakeholder. MIS could be for the project progress metrics, resource utilization, financial analysis, risk analysis, environment impact analysis, stakeholder management, performance management, quality management, safety management, project evaluation, or it could be for any other thing. So the simple answer is we have to automate the MIS process, MIS tasks. Benefit is automated MIS with the help of the Power BI and Power Automate have the drill down capabilities. They are designed with the management critical success factor in mind, graphical and the textual information, so they are easy to understand. We can have a personalized analysis. Then we have a great navigation of information already being showcased by Mr. Sanjay. Then we can have the status axis, trend analysis, and exception reporting. So Now, with the due permission, I would like to have another video to showcase how MIS automation can help us in day-to-day life.
Creating requires careful planning, attention to detail, and effective communication skills. It can be a difficult task, but a well-designed report can provide valuable insights that help organizations make informed decisions. One of the most crucial parts of creating an MIS report is selecting and organizing the data.
Okay.
Depending on the complexity of the report, this can involve gathering information from different departments or sources, cleaning and transforming it to ensure its accuracy, and structuring it in a way that makes sense for the report's purpose. It is essential that the data used in the MIS report is accurate. Any errors or omissions in the data can result in incorrect conclusions and potentially harm decision-making. The success of an MIS report depends on identifying the most relevant metrics and key performance indicators, KPIs, to track progress toward organizational goals. Choosing the wrong metrics or KPIs can lead to a misleading or incomplete report. This is why automation can be incredibly helpful in creating a management information system, reports by streamlining the data collection and reporting process. Let's dive deeper into how it is done and what it brings to the table. We can create a workflow that will eventually automate our management information system reporting, increasing the level of calculation accuracy and streamlining the approval process, while keeping the management updated about the output being generated via email. Usually, an organization has an input file with all the relevant figures, such as trial balance, salary sheet, and team-wise travel expenses, which is input data to extract the categorized monthly MIS report as an output. Automation can help customize the reports according to the user's preferences. Users can choose the data they want to include in their report in the format of the report. Here on, the output datasheet format is drafted with the summative formulas wherever required. This is how automation helps collect data from various sources, such as databases, spreadsheets, and web applications, without manual intervention. Such tools can extract data from various systems and combine them into a single data set. Similarly, a team-wise sheet created to track and manage the salaries and benefits of employees within a specific team or department. A consolidated MIS report is created to provide a summarized view of the performance and activities of a team or department. It not only helps in identifying the strengths and weaknesses of the team and tracking progress against set goals and objectives, but also assists in making informed decisions. It provides important information about the salaries and benefits of team members to the management, enabling them to make informed decisions about the team's budget and resource allocation. Moreover, it provides an overview of the team's compensation structure, allowing the management to make adjustments as needed to ensure that the team is being compensated fairly and competitively. Automation eliminates manual challenges like data quality, system integration, and inflexible customization. Since MIS report.
So I hope up till now we would be able to clear many of our doubts that we would be having. We have received a few questions. We request to have to keep some patience and just a few minutes more, and I'll take up me and Mr. Sanjay will take up the questions one by one. So up till now that we have seen that Power Automate or Power BI is not something that is challenging. It is mostly UI based. So we all can drag and drop, we can connect different applications, and based on the basis of those connections, we can simply create our own Power BI dashboards or Power Automate. It is very simple. We do not need to have any kind of a technical knowledge. Still, if we feel there could be any challenge, there is any gap, there is any clarity we would like to see, then we have a Copilot. Microsoft Copilot is something that enables us to understand how we can create our own Power BI or Power Automate. For example, if someone sends an email to me mentioning me, and I would get intimated over a Teams message. So this kind of a query I can ask with the Copilot. So Copilot is kind of a bot, or we can say it could be a kind of a chat GPT जिससे मैं अपने doubts clear कर सकता हूँ, and it can help me with the suggestions how I can build a Power Automate, how I can have a Power BI. It has suggested me connect to Office 365, connect to Office 365 users and the teams, and it has provided me the suggestions to have action, send email, explain what action to be considered, and likewise. So this is quite easy. Copilot is quite easy because it is based on the natural language querying, generative AI powered reports, enhance the data exploration, and improved collaboration. Likewise, for Power Automate, it has a conversational flow creation, smarter automation, error detection and prevention, and proactive optimization. It is from the Microsoft's latest AI assistants, designed to enhance the Microsoft frameworks, making the data analysis and the Power Automation more efficient and intuitive. So coming to questions. So one question is from Mr. Mubarak. Hi, Mr. Mubarak. So you have a question. Can you provide use cases example of Power Automate for internal audit? So if you can provide any kind of idea, what kind of challenges do you generally faces in the internal audit? So based on it, we can help you out. For example, if I understand as an internal auditor, you have to confirm the company policy with the what has been happened in actual. For example, if you have to verify whether the expenses of the traveling team or any other team has been undertaken and has been approved as per the company or not. So you can simply automate it. One is you can export the data from the given software. It could be accounting software like Tally, Zoho, or it could be a ERP like SAP. You simply have to connect with it, export the traveling data. Various parameters will be analyzed as per the company policy. So the company policy would be like for this particular person having a designation manager or above, this need to be approved by senior manager or by the director. So whether it has been approved likewise or not, automation can run and check. Likewise, another automation can run what is the permissible limit for that particular person. So this can be done. So you have given up an example like follow-up tracker emails. So you can simply automate this task. You come up with the n number of emails that suggest you to take an action. Like you have come up with you have received an email for an RFP, request for proposal, that has a deadline set for 30th of December 2023. So it can give you a reminder that there is an email sent by Mr. Sanjay. He has given you RFP. You have not yet responded to that email. Please respond. If I have already responded and committed to come up with a proposal for that RFP, then it will give me a reminder that it has already been 28th of December and you have to reply with the proposal by 30th of December. You have 2 days left. So it can send the automated reminders to me. Likewise, it can provide an automated follow-up to the other person also. As we have already showcased the payment reminders for the invoices. I have issued invoices. I have automatically emailed to the customer an invoice of X amount. Then I can send him a reminder that it has been 15 days or X number of days while I have issued you an invoice, though I have provided you all the services or I have handed over you all the goods. not yet received the payment. So these kind of follow-up emails can also be generated automated.
Yeah, Mohammad, I will also add here. You explained very well. I think Mubarak is from the internal audit team
Sure.
from the Renaissance Services. See, Mr. Mubarak, for our internal audit function, what we can do automate is like the client data request. With the use of Power Automate to streamline you can streamline the process of requesting the collecting the necessary financial or operational data from the client. So you can send an automated notification reminder so that can be shared so that you can get ensure a timely submission. That's one of the very basic example I'm giving you. One more example could be like kind of a tracking. For us, we need to like quarterly or 6 monthly, we need to provide a tracking of our issues. For that tracking or resolution, you can use an automate. You can send a communication for your all your clients or your auditee for the audit issues or highlighted so and so date, there was an action date, what happened, please provide the updates on that. There are various other use cases in the automation, but these are the two basic, I would say, is very well used case you can implement as, I mean, I would say it's not a big programming expertise is required for that. It can be easily with the help of Power Automate, you can implement immediately also. There are basically other things like audit evidence collection, the client communication, the reminder. So all kind of automation is possible throughout the internal process.
And if the time permits, I would like to showcase a small example where and we can correlate how we can streamline the internal audit process using Power Automate,
We will,
Power BI, along
Mohammed,
with the generative AI.
Mohammed, we'll do it later on because there is one follow-up question from Mr.
Okay.
Mubarak. He asked, what is the license and the Power Automate will I need to perform this feature? So he's clear on the tracker email, for example, but what kind of Power Auto license requirement for that? That's the question now.
No specific license is required. We just need to have a Microsoft account. And once we have a Microsoft account, we can log in and we can explore the Power Automate. We can use these kind of features.
Yeah, that's already given. Only thing is we need to set
Yeah.
up and make it like one-time efforts for that. Yeah, so Mubarak, you have the answer. There is no specific license fees involved in that. It is product is available from the Microsoft is, and we all have the access to it. Any further question? To confirm, Mr. Mubarak, could you please little bit elaborate? Is it under basic Microsoft? Yes, it is under basic Microsoft license. Yeah, it is. It is available to all of us.
Yes.
Only thing, maybe the features is not enabled. Only thing is, and then we need to little bit of kind of I will not call it programming, little bit setting to do this
Yeah.
automation. I will not call it programming as such.
Yeah, it's just the features that we have to enable or disable.
Yeah. So any other further question? Maybe initially you may need some help from the tech or expert, but it doesn't need much involvement of a technical
And
expertise.
there is Copilot available that again ease out our task. You can give your queries to Copilot and it will suggest you what step you have to take up to create Power BI or to create a Power Automate workflow.
Sure.
So these questions we can ask with Copilot also.
Yeah. Fair enough. So I don't see any further questions. So I would like thank you everyone. So we'll
just if you permit, and there is one use case, just I would like to sum up in 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay.
Since or internal audit thing come up. So as an internal audit, what we have to see, as already discussed, we have certain company policies that we have to understand. But as a human, we chartered accountants have our own limitation. We cannot run through all the internal audit policies or the policies of the company. So we have one tool that we have developed with the use of AI, that is artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence will run through the company policy. It will understand the basic things. It will take up the knowledge, what company would like to perform, how it would like to perform, what is the approval process, who would approve, at what level, what amount to be approved for different department and likewise. And based on this, it can suggest the approval process. Likewise, it can correlate if the approval has been done in a right manner or not. So here it is. Screen visible?
It serves as a screen.
Just a minute. I hope my screen is visible.
A forthcoming workflow automation demo. We will start off by uploading the document.
Just a minute.
And that contains the conditions required to be followed by each individual and the concerning level of manager from whom the approval is needed. After processing the document, we can simply ask the question. The AI will automatically generate a response based on the department and the level from whom.
So what here it has been done is the company policy has been uploaded to this framework with the help of the generative AI. It has understand that Mohammad has requested for a transfer of USD 1800 between the OPEX grouping within the department. So need to understand who holds the right authority to approve this transfer and at what level. So it has suggested based on the provided context, authority to approve the transfer is for this much amount between this transaction would be at level 2. Then the email will goes to the level 2 person.
Approval is required. A backend workflow automatically triggered that sends an email to the required manager with the necessary details like the request. So manager can either approve it directly from email or they can open it up on their Power Automate dashboard, wherein a consolidated view of all the requests can be viewed. These requests can either be approved, rejected, or reassigned. Upon clicking on a request, you can see much more detail, that is the requester, when it was received, what are the details, you can add comments, and once done, you can finally hit on confirm.
So it is creating the audit trail, the audit history.
Approve or reject your request and will notify the requester.
So that's it. And over to Mr. Sanjay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hassan, for the interactive and giving the video presentation. I hope it was crystal clear. And we look forward to participation for our next webinar very soon. We're going to focus on generative AI, wherein we will showcase the power of the generative AI. And we plan to announce very soon. And look forward to work collaboratively. For any other exciting opportunity you have, reach out directly to me or Mohammad. We are ready to offer any further question you have. Will give you all kind of assistance from our side. So thank you very much and see you shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.